So it is middle of July. Actually, it's right in the middle of July here in 2023. We are definitely starting to feel the heat.
Oh my goodness.
It is the dog days of summer here. We're going to be 114. That's Fahrenheit. Not sure what it is Celsius, but really, really hot. It's probably almost 90 degrees here, and it's what, 6 in the morning? Mm-hmm. Sun's just coming up. So these days we keep everything short, but we've been very busy harvesting.
Yes.
So at this point, I think we've harvested all but one grape. That's the Cabernet, which is behind us now. We'll be doing that here today. But one of the things that we get challenged with is all of the animals here on the farm, not only our own, the wild animals as well, you know, getting into just about everything. But we had a little special problem with our ducks and geese. They wanted to get a little too close to us. Have one again over here.
Yep. Got the latches on the inside. Outside.
Inside.
Inside.
Yeah, that way we can just open it easily.
Okay.
So you have had a little helper come help you the last couple months.
And Gayla's been coming to help me.
Yeah, so you guys got a couple projects done this week when she came over. What's some of the things you did?
We got some planting done. So we did some tapari beans.
Tapari beans, those are native to the Sonoran Desert. And so those have been planted here for hundreds of years. We had several of you suggest tapari beans, so we went on to nativeseeds.com. It's native, I think it's Native Seeds. I'll figure that out. But we went on to that website. We bought some tapari beans. One of the ways that you plant them is planting them in with the monsoon season. We haven't had any monsoon rains yet, but that little bit of extra moisture, we're hopeful these turn out pretty good. And actually, looking at the beds behind us,
yeah, there's a lot of them coming up, and I was surprised because we just planted them on Monday, and they were coming up on Thursday, I think I saw them.
So basically 3 days, and those started popping out.
Yeah.
I know you got some cowpeas planted here. These are all in our fall beds, so we wanted to get something that was a nitrogen fixer into these beds here over the summer. Yes. So we're going to see how that works before our fall planting. So Moringa, you know, we've been planting that. Actually, we planted the first seeds and plants in the ground a year ago.
Last July. Yeah.
Yep, and most of those trees are doing good. I think we've got, what, 16 or 20 trees, something like that at this point.
Like that.
But we did have 2 that were struggling, didn't come back, or were having a hard time coming back.
Yeah, one was just sprouting at the bottom, and then one I don't think has sprouted at all.
So the rest of them are doing all right. They really like the heat. They're finally happy now that we're up in the high hundreds. So they're finally starting to grow in nice and heavy. But you guys had to replace one.
Yeah, we replaced one, so we had to cut that out and put some new seeds in. And then we had another area in the duck enclosure that we planted a new one. So the new one is actually going to be a purple moringa. So we got seeds from some friends of ours.
Sean and Marcia, thank you for those seeds. So we're hopeful that they will germinate for us. We had good success last year planting in July along with the monsoons. So we're hopeful that planting direct seeding in those areas will be helpful. I know that the tree that you replaced was actually a transplant that didn't really come back.
Yeah.
So we're hopeful this direct seeded ones we found have been a lot better. And so hopefully we'll find that these are as well. Fingers crossed we get a purple Moringa. Hey goats. So yesterday was 115 degrees yesterday. And that's out here in Whitman. We're about 4 degrees cooler than in town. So I don't know what you guys were, probably pushing 120. That's insane. I know we've had a lot of you ask us, what does that mean for the rest of us around the world as far as Celsius is concerned? Do you happen to know?
45 degrees Celsius.
Wow, that's impressive
Yeah.
that you knew that off the top of your head. One of the things about this time of year, you know, we're gonna be 45 degrees. Let's talk Celsius today. So we're gonna be between 45 and 46 degrees Celsius today. So it's not even 6 o'clock here this morning. I'm sweating.
I am sweating.
Yeah, so it's hot. We always get questions about what do we do this time of year, and the answer is hide.
Yes, we try to get chores done as quick as possible in the morning, and then we go inside and just do indoor projects, hence all the wine that we make in the summertime.
That is our hobby for the summertime. So we'll be working on harvesting some Cabernet here this morning as soon as we're done, right? And that will be all of our grape harvest. We'll be done with
Yes.
grapes. That'd be nice. We also get the question of, can you plant anything now? And the answer is yes. So we talked about that earlier. The Tapari beans are definitely something that we've seen some success with already. We'll see how they do. We know for sure Moringa.
Yes.
Now is the time to put seeds in the ground here in Arizona with our monsoon season. We have a few that we just planted. You still have one you need to replace this week probably, right? That one's gonna be a green Moringa. We also have our Moringa trees doing fantastic. Yeah. They look really good. They put on a ton of seed pods this year. They're loaded with those.
It's crazy.
So we're gonna let those go all the way so we have some seeds. We get a lot of you guys asking us for seeds. We didn't plan on selling those, but it sounds like there's some flat rate options for the post office, so maybe here locally we can get those out to some people maybe next year. So just want to thank you for joining us today. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. We cover a lot of things here on this newly established functioning farm and would love to see you on a regular basis. If you have any questions or comments, those go in the
Comment section down below.
and our Amazon shop. I'll leave a link down in the description. That's a free, painless way to help support the channel. If you start with the link down below, it doesn't matter what you buy, you help to support us here. So just want to thank you for joining us today and remind you, if we can farm on the edge of nowhere,
So can you.
all right, let's get to work so we can get to work inside.
Oh, okay.
She did. You did.
How are you gonna secure this?
I don't know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm thinking bricks and tie wire or string or something. Always tie wire. It's like the duct tape of farming. Just tie wire. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you. Okay, we're gonna totally set this up, which we don't normally do. I'm gonna ask you, what is 114 degrees Fahrenheit? And you'll say,
45 degrees Celsius.
right. Because you'll have read my mind, because I just didn't specify that I wanted you to convert it.
I know. I was like, okay, am I supposed to just say that?